Hello. Um, it's been a while. So many things have happened, many questions in the comment section. Yeah, I've taken a while to come back to you, but partly summer was very busy. Uh, we had work, then school. Now we have school work again. Yeah, so I am here to answer a few of your questions regarding there were people asking questions about how much money they can make as they work out in the summer, where it's usually a long break. People are working up to at least 4 months. They are working full time. It's a whole semester break, and there are people that don't study during that period, so they choose to only work. Some people choose to go home back to their countries, and others stay to make a little more money that they were unable to make during the winter semester. Yeah, so I will start with one. How much you can make during the break. um That's a question that is really ambiguous because it depends on one, how much work can you do and how much is that work paying you. So while on transit to work, I observed many students would carry this exhaustion around, like maybe they left a job some hours ago, just rushed home, rested a bit, now they're up to run to another. There are many reasons as to why people work hard. There are people that are looking to top up their tuition. Then we all know that the financial situation all over is not a very good one. So there is always need for an extra dollar. So yeah, setting out, many people I consulted had a plan on saving at least maybe $10,000 or 12,000, or if they're really getting so much money, maybe $15,000. And this was in like a span of 4 months. There are those I know that were close to that target. There are those I know that maybe were able to get 3/4 of it, then some a half of it, depending on how much work you did and how it paid you. So I already mentioned the minimum wage here in BC is $15 plus some cents after taxation. So let's say you're working between 10 to 14 hours a day, and maybe you're working 6 days a week. You can do the math and know how much money you're able to make. Because ideally, even if you say you're working full time means like 40 hours per week. But there are people that will extend that to make more hours in one week if they can work more than 8 hours in a day, and also more than 5 hours that make up a working 5 days that make up a working week. So yeah, it is back to the person that is doing it. But also we all know that exhaustion is real, rest is really required. So people managed in different ways. There are many jobs that were available to students. Most students worked in retail stores. Most of them worked in hotels to help with housekeeping. Some of them work in security. Some of them worked on campus because there were studies that were going on. So jobs on campus remained. There were people working in fast food restaurants. The people working in other like top notch, we can have like coffee shops and all those, name it. It's unusual to have like many students work in like very professional and career related fields, because by that time you haven't really got the experience that is required for those jobs, and you're just studying, so ideally you will do the jobs that help you get by. So most of those pay around minimum wage or a little more than minimum wage. So yeah, that's how far you can take it. But also I'm aware there are students that go on and take on jobs in the care section, where they are looking after people with developmental challenges or adults in nursing homes, and those jobs tend to pay more than minimum wage. I don't know exactly how much they pay them there, but there are students that really choose to do those jobs because they are more paying. Of course, all fields have their pros and cons. You could focus on the money, then someone else could focus on other issues to do with those jobs. So the choice still comes back to you and what you easily found. So I think that's about it to do with jobs and what someone can make, how much money someone is able to make in like a semester break, for example summer that was. And yeah, so I thank you very much for always sending in those questions and being there to try and chase your dreams. Mine is not more, it's not much of a platform where I will like have content coming in frequently, because I take into consideration other factors. There are many things that I do. So those that require quick answers always write to me through my email that I've always shared in my previous videos. I try to get back to you. It may not be immediate, but I try to get back to you when I get a minute. Yeah, so I wish you all the best, and I hope your plans are falling through. For those of you that applied to school and you got your study permits and are already traveling here to come in for your winter semester that is starting in January, or wherever you're going, I wish you the best. Whichever place you choose to go, or if you're chasing your dreams in Uganda and you're still there, or in any other country where you're watching this from, always keep focused on what you want. It may not happen today or the next day, but it surely does come through. Bless you all and take good care of yourselves.